Joe Lowry. What a day. Happy Saturday out there. That's right. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Hope everyone's enjoying their weekend. And what better way to kick off this holiday weekend than AEW's Double or Nothing pay-per-view. That kicks off tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, with the show expected to last probably about 3+ hours, not including the buy-in pre-show. That starts at 7 o'clock. You can find that on Bleacher Report and Fight TV, and of course, AEW's YouTube channel. They'll probably kick off. The first hour is free, so that's why they call it the buy-in. $49.99 if you want to spend your stimulus money on that, so go right ahead there. Now, this is AEW's first pay-per-view since the Revolution show. That was back in February, which seems like forever ago before this pandemic hit, but nonetheless, an empty stadium, empty arena pay-per-view coming at you. Something tells me this one's going to be just a tad bit better than what we've been seeing over on the other side over at WWE. So, anyways, here are my predictions for the big pay-per-view tonight. Okay, the pre-show, we got Private Party taking on Best Friends. Again, this is on the buy-in pre-show. Everybody's going to be watching this. To me, it's a no-brainer. I'm going to go with Private Party here. I think the resurgence of them is going to come back. They are lightning in a bottle every time they get in the ring, and I'm going to take Private Party on that one. All right, we got Dustin Rhodes, Shawn Spears. We have experience versus talent, or vice versa, however you want to put it. I got to go with Shawn Spears here. He is leading the way ever since he came over to AEW. He has been on fire. Look for Shawn Spears to get some kind of win over Dustin Rhodes. All right, moving on. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, taking on Chris Statlander. I am personally a Chris Statlander fan. I love her in-ring ability and so forth, but the money right now is going to be on Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, only being she is a hot commodity right now, and I see her moving up in the ranks in the women's division. All right, MJF makes his in-ring pay-per-view return, I guess, whatever you want to call it, against Jungle Boy. To me, I love Jungle Boy. I love MJF. MJF is pure fire. This is a no-brainer. MJF with the big win on this one. Okay, the Casino Ladder match. Everyone's talking about this match. This is the winner of this ladder match gets an AEW World Title shot. So far the competitors are Darby Allin, Colt Cabana, Orange Cassidy, Rey Fenix, Scorpio Sky, Kip Sabian, Frankie Kazarian, and Luchasaurus. And just announced this morning, in case you haven't heard, the bad boy, Joey Janela, announced that he is jumping into that soiree, so to speak. And still, there's a mystery competitor out there that has to be announced, is what they're saying on AEW's website. So we still don't know who that is. But a late-breaking entrant and the bad boy, Joey Janela, in the Casino Ladder match. That, you know, I had a winner already picked out for this one. I was seriously going to go with Orange Cassidy, but now they get bad boy Joey Janela jumping in there. And I don't know who the mystery competitor is, but sometimes the mystery competitor turns out to be the person that actually wins it. But you know what? This is a coin flip for me. You know what? I'm going to take a stab at it. I'm going to go with Colt Cabana. I can see him and Moxley getting down and dirty in the ring there for a title match. So Colt Cabana is my winner prediction for the Casino Ladder match. Winner gets an AEW World Title shot. All right, here we go. The Matt Hardy and the Elite taking on the Inner Circle. This is the Stadium Stampede. This is going to be inside the empty TIAA Bank Field. I don't know why they called that. I always call it Jacksonville Stadium, home of the Jaguars. And, of course, AEW president and owner Tony Khan has opened up the field for this one. You got a glimpse of it on AEW Dynamite the other night. So Matt Hardy and the Elite, I'm taking them over the Inner Circle. Reason being is there's no titles or anything on the line. This is just going to be a punch and guts glory, rock'em sock'em robots type match. And I'll give it to Matt Hardy. I think somehow that drone's going to come into play. I know it was destroyed earlier, but look for version 2 or volume 2, whatever you want to call it. Look for Matt Hardy and the Elite to take care of Chris Jericho and friends. All right, moving up the ladder here. AEW Women's Championship match. The champion, Nyla Rose, taking on Hikaru Shida. That's right, a no disqualification, no count-out match. You know, Vegas is funny on this one. They got Shida actually winning this match. Now, you know, I like it, but I just think there's a lot more. She's talented. I love her in-ring ability, don't get me wrong, but that women's ranks is really, really pouring it on. I'd like to see Shida win. My gut's telling me Nyla Rose is just going to pummel through her later in the match. But then again, anything could happen here at AEW. So I'm going to go with Nyla Rose, but my gut says Shida might pull this one out, especially since it's a no DQ, no count out thing. So look for anything to happen, but that's going to be a great match. All right, moving on. The AEW TNT Championship, a.k.a. television title, if you call it as you will. Cody taking on Lance Archer. Now, let's not forget, Lance Archer is bringing Jake the Snake Roberts to ringside. And, of course, Arn Anderson will be in Cody's corner. And, of course, Brandy Rhodes might show her face or two there. I'm going to go with Lance Archer on this one. And the reason being I'm going with Lance Archer is because his stock right now is skyrocketing. Cody's going to be around. Don't get me wrong. Cody's going to have a run. That's something later on. But I think for the first title match for Cody against Lance Archer, I hate to bumble my words here. I'm just going to go with Lance Archer. I think Lance Archer and Jake the Snake will pull this one off. I think someone's taking a big bump tonight, whether it's Brandy, Arn Anderson, or Jake the Snake. Someone's taking a big bump. And, of course, don't forget, the highlight of that match is the ex-heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson, will be presenting the title to either Cody or Lance Archer. But if you ask me, I think Lance Archer will be your new TNT television champion after all is said and done. Okay, and the big one, the main event, the AEW World Championship title match. Jon Moxley, the champion, taking on Brody Lee. Now, this one I had to think about. Now, Brody Lee just coming over into AEW. This is his first pay-per-view. He's climbing the ranks. He stole the title. You know, he's holding the title ransom and all that stuff. I got to tell you, I'm going to go with Jon Moxley. And the reason being is Brody Lee is going to have a hell of a career here in AEW, and I think it's just too quick, too soon type thing. I think Brody Lee and Lance Archer are going to have a great, great feud later on for the TV title, for the TNT Championship. So I look for Jon Moxley to retain the title over Brody Lee, and then watch for Brody Lee and Lance Archer somewhere down the line. I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow. I'm not going to say that's happening next month, but I'm going to tell you, they're going to be selling out stadiums sooner or later, because I can see Brody Lee and Lance Archer having a great, great storyline and feud together. So look for that. Okay, that's going to do for my predictions on this stuff. Again, AEW presents Double or Nothing tonight, 8 o'clock. Pre-show at 7 o'clock. Don't forget the first hour is free. It's on Bleacher Report as well as Fight TV. You can spend your money, $49.99 for it. You got your stimulus check, throw that on there. It's going to be a great, great card. I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a lot better than all the other pay-per-views we've been seeing. But nonetheless, everything kicks off at 7 o'clock. And tomorrow I will probably have a recap show as to see how badly I predicted the winners. But nonetheless, hope everyone enjoys their Saturday, and AEW Nothing coming to you live tonight at 7 o'clock. We'll see you later, folks. I'm Joe Lowry. What a day.